I'm speaking to Dr. Wayne Kublat-Singh, and I want to ask him, what do you think is Kamala Prasad Bisesa expectation of the United States military aggression against Venezuela?
Well, this is a brutal act of imperialism. It entails a huge portion of the American Navy, very sophisticated satellite warfare, naval warfare, drones, tomahawks. It's a very sophisticated imperialistic mission. And we've seen this before. We've seen this since 1492. That's when they used to build palisades and fire cannons from them and so on. This is basically the same thing. And so you would have thought that our people, prime ministers, attorneys, she's a prime minister, she's an attorney, she's well read, would have recognized this as an imperialist act, posture. It's simple. Imperialism, bad. Anti-imperialism, good. That's a lesson of our history if you study Indian history, African history, Latin American history, New World history on the whole, Australian history, Vietnam history, Far East history, Middle East, all the histories. That's what it tells us. Imperialism is bad. Anti-imperialism is good. So how come they cannot recognize that? How come they haven't seen that? And why are they so easily abiding by the expectations and the mandates of imperialism? So that's the first question you have to ask. What's wrong with the people? Something is radically wrong with them if they're able to be so either willingly ignorant or duped by imperialism. The regime change war. We've seen it. We've seen it recently in Latin America. We've seen it in the Middle East. We've seen it in Libya, in Syria. So there's no doubt about it. It's basically America doesn't want to trade on equal terms. She wants to grab. She wants to pillage. That is basically European history. That's how they garner much of their wealth. And the military expenditure is being funded by the American people to the benefit of the American superclasses, what they call the 1%. So that's the first thing. I think we have to question, not America. We know what America's playbook is. We have to question our own people. How could a whole party, a whole confederation of attorneys surrounding the Prime Minister, Attorney General, fall for this or willingly oblige this kind of action? Now, the Prime Minister seems to want to escape liability in this, but she cannot escape, in my view, because she is the first person, even before the elections, to call Maduro a narcotics agent, narcotics terrorist, a narcotics trader, without any kind of evidence. She's a senior counsel. So she has been basically parroting Washington podium rhetoric. So she's part of the she's part of the organized plan for this action. She can't escape it. She's the one who, when the Americans came here initially with their hardware and some military hardware, she supported it. She said she supports it. She knew what the equipment was. She has advisors. And she supported it. She called the Venezuelan revolution a narco-terrorist revolution. So she was basically obeying the American playbook. When about 90 or 70 something people now were being killed through extrajudicial murder and slaughter, she supports that. She said, kill them. Yeah. And now we're seeing where helicopters and airplanes are flying over the sky by night, all over the place. Blanchisseuse, Diego Martin, Mayaro. And she's saying, well, we're not going to use our land space or land or Trinidad and Tobago to attack the Venezuelan people. But she's already in it. Modern warfare is satellite warfare. The Americans need a place to put satellites because they have a gentleman somewhere or a group of people somewhere in the Pentagon. And then there's also, it's a triangular kind of warfare. There's somebody in Venezuela, the CIA, who's giving them information, signal information, and the other warships, and they need to put satellites. So once you put satellites in Trinidad and Tobago, once you establish a signals base in Trinidad and Tobago, once you have aircraft flying to get intelligence in Tobago, once you are loading the effort, once you are, this is not coincidental, this is not happening coincidentally. Is it coincidental that we have American troops at this time, American warships visiting us at this time? It's not. You're already part of it. So the British and MI6 are very smart. They pull out of this. They say, we're not giving any intelligence anymore to the Americans because they knew this was extraditional illegal killing. This was murder. They're not going to participate in that. The president of Colombia also pulled out. In fact, he's taking a case for one of the persons Colombian killed in this operation by the Americans to the international courts. The Dutch have pulled out of it. No longer any sharing intelligence with the United States. So it's very difficult for the Prime Minister to pull out herself, to exculpate herself. She's a part of it. She's deeply ingrained in it. She's colored in ink in it. She's stamped in it. And she's no way of escaping it. She is a co-combatant. She's a co-participant. And she's a co-aggressor in this effort. And she cannot escape the consequences. And I can only trust that when this whole thing is over, but we haven't even talked about the gas, I think that she is basically very unpatriotically, and she is very treasonously smashed and scotched, for her government at least, any kind of gas dealings with the Venezuelans. So she cannot escape, and she's died in the wool of co-combatant and complicit in it. And I only hope that that when this is over, that she is dealt with by the appropriate court, so that appropriate court action is taken against her.
That's good.